Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the General Show. I'm back with yet another episode, and today will be a very interesting one. There's no real context, we'll just be having a conversation because those are important. So, I was watching Podcast and Chill, but then what's this? The popcorn and cheese version of Podcast and Chill. So as I was watching it, Pops asked Questa, who was the guest, that are you okay? He meant it in a literal sense. And I think the reason he asked it is because he's cognizant of mental health and all of these things. And he specifically asked because Questa is one of those people, one would say they reached the peak of their careers and the aftermath of that, because as far as I know, there is no cure for fame. So, how does one deal with being at the top of the world, disbanding because of disputes with the people around you and all of that, to what life is now? I'm sure now there's more content and stuff since he's in his 30s. Certain things mean more than they did before, you see. So, yeah, man. If you have people who care about you, who are around you, ask them, are they really okay and stuff? Because this world is too fast. Too many things are happening to us, too quick a pace that I know we don't all have time to be asking our friends all the time, how are you? And. But then when you get the chance to do that, most importantly, ask yourself that. And then if you yourself believe that you are fine, then yeah, that's fine. But if you're not fine, you need to take a moment and figure it out. If it means taking time off or changing the environment and all of that, as difficult as that sounds, it needs to be done, you see. So, yeah, one must be cognizant of those things because they're very paramount to our development as people and in general how we maneuver this journey, because life doesn't get any easier, we just learn to get stronger with the different ways of life, with different plateaus and stuff. So be cognizant of that and live in the moment, myself included. Today I think I had a very interesting day. I woke up a bit late, just did my normal chores because they helped me for the mental strength and stuff, and then I had to go do what do you call this? A few things at the bank. But when I was going to the bank, I literally felt that I need to take a breather, which I did, and it helped me. I was very proud of myself. And on that note, I stumbled onto something very interesting. So, one of the financial influencers was talking about inexpensive banking or financial institutions, and he mentioned Bank Zero. I'll do a video on Bank Zero tomorrow, and I was like, oh wow, interesting. One finds very interesting things while they're literally just fishing on the internet, which is good. That's the power of the internet. It's both good and bad. So if you're looking for growth, you'll find it on the internet, and then if you just wanna deteriorate your mental health and waste your time, then you can also wobble around there because it's plethora of things, and then you just have to weed out what is quality and what isn't. You see, so yeah, there's that, and then I think I can talk about waiting periods. So I've been waiting for a little while for something big in my life to happen. It's I literally had to wait, and I've come full circle about it. Yo, I used to be impatient. I used to be anxious. I used to be this that. I used to stress eat. I think that's what made me gain a bunch of weight and stuff. But then now, I'm glad genetics is on my side, and I'm shedding most of it off with minimal exercise. Although I need to exercise because that's not a sustainable thing to say. No, my body will do all the work. I need to also put in the work for my endorphins, for me to feel healthier, and just generally that's what needs to be done. So yeah, it's that. But I think that's where we all need to be at this current juncture. But as I was saying about the whole waiting period, it tested me, yes, but then I noticed something that time literally flies by. Literally, when I say this, I'm not even trying to be a motivational speaker or anything, but it flew by so quickly. The good thing is I was learning a lot about myself in this current stage because for now I can't exactly mention the journey that I'm taking, but then all I can say is I had to take it alone. I have to face all the consequences, which is it's a bit hectic, but it's needed in this lifetime. You just need to have very thick skin. So that's what I did. But yeah, it was one of those things. I did it, and then now I'm just waiting for the fruits of it. But then, hey man, the waiting period was a lot. Even now, I'm still waiting. It's not too long left, but yeah, I'm waiting, and then we'll see. I wait, and then I'll reap the rewards of waiting. But I can tell you now, I'm a mental beast now. What I was last year to now, unstoppable, purely unstoppable. Oh, and since now we're literally in the 6th month of the year, I want to ask if people actually have vision boards. Beginning of the year, I think I asked it, but then now it's even better to ask: do people have vision boards, or do they have New Year's resolutions and whatnot? Because I presume vision boards literally are your goals, but then they don't have a specific time frame. So someone has a vision board of saying that I'll exercise, I'll be more spiritual, I'll do this, I will do that. It's the vision which they are putting it out there and hoping to achieve. Do you have those type of things? Because for me, I don't necessarily have a vision board. It's just a thing of things just have to be done, man. I always push myself, not because I'm like a perfectionist or so. I used to be a perfectionist, but then I push myself because that's all I know, man. I've never been mediocre in my life, and this is not to say this as a brag or anything, but generally speaking, I've never been mediocre in the sense that I always give my all in the 100% and all of that. So I don't know anything else besides that. So things just have to happen, and they will happen at a very high standard because that's the standard I've set myself, and it's because I know the potential that I have. I'll not put it to waste. It'll bear a lot of fruit over time, and then the people around me will obviously be there to enjoy it. But above everything else, it's just me noticing that, you know what, bongs, can't waste all of this potential, can't let it go. You need to do as much as you can to the best of your ability, you see. So yeah, that's where my headspace is. If you have those vision boards, rewrite them or recommit yourself. Those New Year's resolution, recommit yourself. 6 months, a lot can change. According to psychology, it takes 3 months to change your personality. So let's say now you're a lazy person and you had all these bad traits and all of that. In 3 months, you can literally, in these 6 months left, you can have two personalities: one that's a beast and another one that's even more beast, or an upgrade of that beast. Or the next 6 months is excuses, complacency, and all of that. Because as I've mentioned before, the government is not your friend. It's not here to help you. They're here to empower you, and it's beneficial for them, yes, but besides that, you're just a number in the system to them. So you must be very mindful of that, and also don't take it to heart. Just it is what it is, man. It's nothing hectic. It's nothing hectic at all. So today, once again, it has been one of those days where I don't feel like doing much, but I get up and I do it because it has to be done. So I think more often than not, many men are put in a position where even if they don't feel like doing it, they have to do it because no one else is going to be there to save them and all of that. And this is where the power of consistency comes in, the power of efficiency and stuff. For instance, I'm doing this video. I'm a bit tired. Well, a bit is an understatement. I'm very tired. My body's just not feeling it. Hopefully, I get a good night's rest and then I'm up fresh and all of that. But then I just have to do it. And this is the power of efficiency and consistency, that even at your worst, you're able to input such a high work rate that it benefits you, you see. So I hope everyone is able to pick up this work ethic, because it takes you an extra mile where many people couldn't do it. You are able to do it, and then you persevere, because we have many different days in our lifetime. There's a Tonga proverb or wise saying which says that um, Masiku Amafani, which basically translates to days aren't the same. So one just has to learn to roll with the punches of the day, but then it doesn't mean that you must also forget that you're also very powerful in what you do. So be intentional about it. I'm being intentional about these videos because I want to have a certain target before a certain period of time. So this is why I'm doing it, and I will not give up. I will continue pushing and pushing, and then yeah, tomorrow or the next video, I'm going to do a lot of financial updates, because it seems like more and more people are becoming receptive over those. Just a conversation. Sometimes I'm not even giving advice because I'm not a financial advisor. It's just a conversation, which is very good for us to have these conversations. So we're accustomed to these business modules and so forth. So yeah, it is that. Gents, whether you feel good or bad, just show up. It means the world to you. You're gonna thank yourself one day, because literally life is just showing up every single day. If it's a good day, you show up. If it's a bad day, you show up. On days where you decide to take a break, you're still showing up for yourself. It's just in a different capacity. And that's all there is to it. Besides that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.